Today we are talking incompetence, and we don't have to go far. We're going to stay in New York because outside of the Yankees, and yes, the Yankees are not in the World Series, but historically speaking, and over the last couple years, the Yankees are the only team worth watching, worth writing home about, really having any semblance of pride in a New York team. Today we're going to talk about two New York teams. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks. And I know they've only played one game. Last night was their first game. That would be a loss in San Antonio to the Spurs. Now that's fine. The Spurs are the better team, playing in the better conference. The Knicks were on the road. It's game one. And the Knicks are not that good, but they played pretty well. That's not the problem, and we'll get to the problem in a second. We're also going to talk about the New York Jets. And not only what is incompetence, it's something that I truly do not understand at all. Now, I have a good understanding of these situations because I am a fan of the Jets and of the Knicks. And of course, I am Dave Ettinger, the host of the Dave Talk Sports podcast, right here on the Dave Talk Sports YouTube channel. And you join me on my way home from New York City from CBS Sports Radio every single morning. As you can see, still a little dark out, 6:45 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time as we speak. So let's get to the Jets first, because I don't fully understand what is happening here. Kelechi Osemele. He is an offensive lineman, played for the Ravens, played for the Raiders, now he plays for the Jets. He's an offensive lineman. He's approximately 6'5", 6'6", 330, 340, somewhere in the 330-pound range. He's an offensive lineman. He's a large human being, but he essentially has mini car crashes every single time the ball is hiked, and he crashes into the opposing players, the defensive linemen, or defensive ends from other teams. And this man has a torn labrum. Not partially torn, not a little nicked up, a little banged up, a torn labrum in his shoulder. Now, he had apparently had this injury when the season started, so the Jets now feel that just because we're heading into week 8, the injury hasn't gotten worse apparently. What's the big deal? Why can't you keep playing? Meanwhile, the player, Osemele, is allowed to get second opinions and went to get a second opinion. He actually got 2 second opinions, and both of them said, you need surgery. The Jets are saying, no. You know that look that your dog gives you when you say something to them or you do something and they don't understand what's going on, so they turn their head and they go, Roo? And they look at you like you got 4 heads? That's the look that I would have if the Jets said, no? What do you mean, no? You're not letting me have surgery? You're telling me I must play? I get that he's under contract. I get that he's an employee of the Jets organization. But when the guy has a torn labrum and he tried to play through it and he's not playing well, it's not like he's playing at a Pro Bowl level and the Jets are going to be a playoff team and they need him. The Jets are crappy. He's playing like crap. So what the hell? So on top of that, they fined him for missing practice, and they're getting ready to dig in for some unknown reason, and this is incompetence and my misunderstanding or not understanding. Maybe I'm not smart enough. I don't know. I don't get it at all. What is the end game here for the Jets? If there's something else that I'm missing that I don't see here, leave a comment in the YouTube comments section below here, because I'm at a loss for words otherwise. All right, so maybe the more will come out that will explain this story. Maybe the story will tell itself coming forward. Now to the Knicks. Again, not the worst loss in the world on the road in San Antonio. It's only game 1, and they're not going to win that many games. They're going to win 30, 32. Maybe they're going to tank midseason and win 25 games, something in that ballpark. But you haven't figured out, David Fizdale, that you do or don't have a point guard, and you literally said after the game, we're kind of going to just throw the ball in the middle of a circle and let the potential point guards pile up on each other, and whoever kind of comes out of that pile with the point guard responsibility. No, really? First of all, RJ Barrett, not a point guard. He played well. He dropped 21 points in his professional debut. Not a point guard. Not a point guard. He could score. Not a bad passer, but not a point guard. Figure out Dennis Smith Jr., figure out Elfrid Payton, figure out somebody who can handle the ball. Again, I don't know that you have the point guard of the future on your roster, so it may not matter that much anyway, but don't tell me you don't know who the point guard is and you're going to see who kind of comes away with that position. Literally, he said, let's see who comes out of the pile. The pile of crappy point guards. I mean, what a concept. So the Knicks are ready a dumpster fire after game 1. And that's the NBA season. Alright, that's it. Enjoy your Thursday. Kirk Cousins plays his former team tonight on Thursday Night Football. Vikings-Redskins should be a blowout, so enjoy that. This is the Dave Talk Sports podcast. I'm Dave Ettinger of CBS Sports Radio on the Dave Talk Sports YouTube channel. Until tomorrow, enjoy Thursday. See you, everybody.